So yeah guys, do you remember when your boy said this last month?
My sites weren't actually impacted too bad by the Google helpful content update, which they've decided to roll out this month.
Yeah, Google definitely had other plans for me. Love Google algorithm updates. As always then, it's time for another month's income report / blog earnings report. So let's dive into the page views, earnings, and generally how the month went. Let's jump into it. The earnings. So last month, both of my blogs brought in a grand total of $308.19. This is actually up on the previous month's $249.78. Do you see that little side eye that I just did there? Now I'm definitely happy with the earnings there, especially as last month's earning were quite a lot higher than the month before, which was a little bit lower than the month before that, if that makes sense. So yeah, overall quite happy with that. It's getting to the point now where both the websites are pretty much giving me an additional $300 of income every single month. So yeah, who doesn't like extra money? Now in all seriousness, while I'm super happy about the additional earnings, the page views, there's a lot left to be desired about that actually, and last month they were pretty crap if I'm being perfectly honest with you. So let's dive into the individual websites and see how they're doing. Site 1. Gonna whiz through Site 1 here guys, just because a lot of you already know the deal with it. 116 posts, the website's over 2 years old, no additional content has basically been added in the past year or so, and it was the first website I ever set up, so massive learning curves were made on this one. Eventually, the plan is to go back and update content on this website and add new content on it and basically treat it as a brand new website, but the boy's a little bit stretched at the moment, so we'll have to wait and see how this one gets on. Last month then, this website brought in a grand total of 4,269, I believe. Yep, 4,269 page views, which is down slightly on the previous month's 4,704. Not too disheartened by this, however, as this website has been basically bouncing between the 4,000 to 7,000 page view mark pretty much for the past year or so. Now this website is monetized both through Ezoic and Amazon Associates, and it does earn a little bit of income every single month. Last month then it earned $42.32 from Ezoic and $69.36 for Amazon, for a grand whopping total of $111.68. This is up then on last month's $100 or so, which the website brought in, so pretty good earnings. Site 2. Let's be honest, this is what everyone is pretty much here for, right? So Site 2 is my best performing website so far, and the second website basically I've ever set up. It's around 16 months old, I want to say, and has around about 130 active posts on the site. Now the goals I set up last month were basically for this website to hit 16,000 page views and $150 and get 5 brand new posts on the website. So how do we do? Judging by the intro, very well. In terms of page views then, last month this website brought in a grand total of 14,463 page views, which is down around 1% or so, which is super frustrating from the previous month's 14,658. Leave it to Google to kick you in the nuts. So why is the website traffic going down ever so slightly when it has been on a really good trajectory, going about 10-15% pretty much every single month? Well, a couple of reasons really. So for many of you well aware of this, you'll know that last month Google set up an algorithm update called the helpful content algorithm update. Luckily, my website wasn't affected too badly by that, which I was super happy about. However, in their infinite wisdom, there was another algorithm update which took place this September. I think it was just a general broad core update, if I'm not mistaken. Any experts, leave a comment down below and please do let me know if that's the case. And it looks like the traffic may have taken a slight hit on the back of that. Now, thankfully, my traffic has only dropped around about 1%, which I'm super thankful for, because looking at income schools forums, people have been hit pretty hard by this, with some people even losing around about 70% of their traffic. If that's happened to you, super sorry and super to hear that, and hopefully you'll be able to get through, but yeah, definitely sucks. Now, on top of any potential page view discrepancies on the back of the algorithm updates, this website is potentially a seasonal niche whereby it gets most of its traffic probably in the spring, summer and fall. As we're entering the winter now, it's my inclination that traffic levels might actually drop a little bit. And I guess the reason I didn't notice it last year was, well, the website was just really getting started, so I wouldn't really notice any potential dips there. It'll be interesting to see over the next couple of months if the traffic continues to go down because of seasonality, or if it was just a one-off blip on the back of the algorithm update. Unfortunately, it's a little bit too early to tell, but let's see how the next couple of months go. As mentioned then, I wanted to get the website to around about $150 after coming stupidly close last month and hitting $149. And thankfully, because I managed to move up a tier on Ezoic Premium, I've managed to earn $190 or so through the website, which is purely monetized through Zoic at this moment in time. So super thrilled by that. Content-wise, I did manage to also get 5 additional posts on the website, which I was super thrilled about, seeing as last month was hectic to say the least. I'll just leave it there. But yeah, super happy about that too. Goals for next month. So gonna be honest, guys, it's definitely a gut punch when you see your website growing and then an algorithm update happens or you start losing traffic on Google. I'm not really sure why, when everything else seems to be ranking okay and there's no issues there. So yeah, definitely a bit of a struggle. The last thing you want to do in situations like this then is make rash decisions that can drastically impact your website. And instead, we're going to have to take a little bit more of a wait and see approach over the next couple of months to determine if the traffic is going to continue to drop down, or if it's seasonal, or if it was just purely because of this algorithm update. Now, in terms of general goals for next month, if everything does go according to plan, I'm aiming to finally, for the 3rd month in a row, try and hit that 16,000 page view per month goal, see how that gets on. In terms of blog content, I want to try and get 7 brand new pieces of content on the website and also hit $200 in earning this month, which I'm pretty sure we'll be able to do. Fingers crossed. Famous last words right there. Now, one of the silver linings of having a small traffic dip is it just means that it's going to allow me to move forward my plan to battleship my content, which I've actually done this morning. I've identified around about 10 pieces of content that need updating to help them boost up their ranking, and hopefully that should increase the traffic there on the website as well. So I'll let you know how that gets on. Finally, I'm going to get round to the affiliate monetization on website number 2, which is another small goal I have for this month. It has no affiliate links really on it, but it has a handful here and there. And having a bit more of a focus on that, I feel as though I could increase the earnings on this website by around about 30% all the way up to 50%. Now, one of the other small goals I had for last month was that also increase the domain authority on this website from 9. Managed to do it, got it all the way up to 10. So small gains, but super happy with that. So how do we wrap up this month's income report? After all, it's never nice having a traffic drip yourself, and knowing that so many people out there are actually struggling at the moment with this current Google algorithm update. In some cases, like I mentioned earlier on, losing 70 to 80% of the traffic. It's kind of ridiculous if you think about it. It's not really a fair system at all. Now, it's definitely a difficult thing to kind of consider, but one of the things I would always want to do and emphasize, and one of the things I'm going to practice myself hopefully, is just underestimating my ability as a blogger. One of the things I've learned from Amelia Gardner, who you'll be very familiar with here on YouTube, if you're not subscribed to her channel, definitely do it, because she teaches a lot of fantastic information out there in the world of niche websites and blogging. But one of the things I learned from her is from her Mega website, which is a massive website. She's got just over 1,000 pieces of content on this particular website at that moment in time, and a website I think is bringing in just over 100,000 page views every single month. So if you were to do that, and that's something I'm planning on doing, getting 1,000 quality posts on my website, it'll pretty much mitigate any of the problems with algorithm updates and just make sure that you get to that 100,000 page view per month mark as soon as possible, pretty much. Whoa! Time for a weird angle. My battery's just come out, so hopefully it still works. Blogging family, as always, absolutely smash the like and subscribe button if you're interested in more videos around blogging, sales, side hustles, personal development, any of those kinds of things. If you're interested in learning a little bit more around blogging or any of those things, there's a link in the description box down below to Income School's Project 24. Course I recommend, definitely check it out if you're interested. Until the next one, I'll leave you to it, and hopefully wishing you the best of luck with your blogs as always, and hopefully the algorithm update hasn't hit you guys too bad either there as well. All the best. I'll speak to you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.